For a third consecutive year, the city of Hangzhou is playing host to the year-end finale for badminton's best. A journey of 29 previous World Tour tournaments stretching right across the globe, culminating in the season-ending championships here at the Hangzhou Olympic Sports Centre Gymnasium. 5 days ago, we started with 64 of the best badminton players on the planet. We're now down to just the last 2 in each of the 5 disciplines. 5 finals, the biggest prize money in badminton history. And for today's winners, the coveted title of the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals Champions. And the World Tour Finals trophy is brought into the arena today by Jiang, team member from the Chinese Badminton Association. So as I was saying, finals day and a day when the record books could be rewritten. We start with mixed doubles and a 6th all-Chinese affair at this event, featuring the former and current world number 1s. It's the World Championship silver medalists Jiang and Wei Yaxin against Feng and Huang. Then it's women's doubles and Yuki Fukushima and Mayu Matsumoto of Japan against the defending champions Beikana and Lee So-hee, who are in a record-equalling 3rd consecutive final as a pair. And it also happens to be a record 5th women's doubles final for Lee So-hee. Women's singles follows that, and Yang is just 1 win away from a record 11th women's singles title in a calendar year. But standing in her way is Wang Yi, who, with home support, could just record her first victory over her opponent in their 8th meeting this year. Then it's men's singles. World champion and last year's winner Shi Yuqi is eyeing a 3rd season finale title, but history beckons for Christo Popov, the only debutant in the men's singles at the start of the week and the first player from France in the final of this prestigious event. We then finish with men's doubles where history could be made. World champions Kim Won-ho and So Seung-jae are chasing a record 11th men's doubles title in a calendar year. But Olympic silver medalists Liang Weikang and Wang Chung were very impressive in their semi-final yesterday and could just spoil the Korean party. Well, with mixed doubles being our first final of the day, a chance for us to look at the draw from the quarter-final stage. 3 of the top 4 seeds, the only surprise semi-finalists, Midori Kawa and Saito. And as you can see, both semi-finals going the full distance. So we're ready for our first final of the day. Jiang and Wei Yaxin against Feng and Huang Dongping. Well, I'm Jill Clark, delighted to say that sitting alongside me, as he's done all week, is former Danish head coach Steen Pedersen. And Steen, when you look up the lineup and you think that records could be established today as setting a new benchmark in history, it's a very, very exciting prospect for finals day.
Indeed it is. There's so much good badminton in front of us here in the next 5-6 hours. I'm really looking forward to all the 5 finals, and of course from a European perspective it's going to be interesting to see if Christo Popov could sort of fulfill his so far dream tournament, but it's going to be tough against an informed Shi Yuqi.
It certainly would, boy, but all that to come. First of all, our first final of the day, the mixed doubles. And Jiang and Wei Yaxin up against the current world number 1s, Feng and Huang Dongping, in their 2nd final at the end of year championships. The former world number 1s, Jiang and Wei Yaxin, make their way into the stadium first of all, making their 2nd consecutive appearance here at the end of year championships. They were semi-finalists last year, so guaranteed at least 1 place better. The current world number 1s, Feng and Wang Dongping in a 10th final in their 14th tournament of the year. And when you think that at the beginning of the year they were split for a short while, the top two pairs that we are going to see today are swapped partners for a few tournaments. And to think that only with 11 World Tour tournaments played prior to this, they are in their 10th final of the year. That is astonishing. Well, it is a 17th meeting between these two pairs. And as you saw, an overwhelming advantage for Feng Yangzhe and Wang Dongping, having won 13 of the previous 16.
Ready to serve.
So I believe that Feng Yangzhe and Wang Dongping won the toss of the coin and have chosen ends in which to start, and I believe they want to start the near side of the court. There is a bit of a drift in the arena here. It's been the same all week. It isn't too bad, but it does make a difference to these elite players. Well, there's been no question that these two pairs have been the outstanding players of the year. I've mentioned that it's the 10th final of the year for the current world number ones. But for Jiang, there he is, the 24-year-old from Guilin in the south of China. This is a 9th final of the year in their 15th tournament. They were world number ones until Tuesday earlier this week, as we look at Wei Yasin, the left-hander, the 25-year-old from Hunan. Both these pairs have reached the final without dropping a match. 24 weeks as world number ones for the left and right-hander in total, whereas this a 32nd week for the current world number ones, their opponents. There you can see their results. On Wednesday they beat Jikel and Delru, the World Championship bronze medalists, then beat Midori-Kawa and Saito, and then beat Puariko and Pearl-Sumpran. Feng Yangzhe is a very, very tall man, 195. That equates to about 6'5", from Tianjin on the northeast coast of China. Wang Dongping is a former Olympic champion, and today is her 4th final in the mixed doubles discipline at the end of year championships. She is the oldest player on court at the age of 30. And as a pair, it's a 2nd final, because 2 years ago they lost in the final to Zheng Shiwei and Wang Yaxiong. They needed 3 games in their Thursday match against Go Sun Huat and Siobhan Jamie Lai, and again in the semi-final against Midori-Kawa and Saito. So the stage is set. Our umpire for our first final is Iris Metspolu of Estonia. Chaturanga Vishwanath from Sri Lanka is the service judge. Well, as the players make their final preparations, Steen, it's just astonishing, isn't it? 10 finals in 14 tournaments for this pair we're looking at the moment, and a 9th final in 15 tournaments for their opponents. To say that they've dominated world badminton is not an understatement at all.
No, that's completely correct. It's impressive what the Chinese mixed doubles have achieved over the years.
It certainly is, and they guaranteed an 11th title at the 18th staging of either the Super Series or the World Tour finals. So our first final gets underway. The former world number ones, Jiang and Wei Yasin, far side of the court, against the current world number ones, Feng and Huang Dongping. Now, Steen, I was mentioning that this is the 17th meeting between these two pairs, but it's also a 6th meeting this year, which is a record for two pairs playing against each other in the mixed doubles discipline. Back in 2003, Kim Dong-moon and Ra Kyu-min played against Zhang Jun and Gao Ling 5 times. And in both 2018 and 19, Chen Shiwei and Wang Yaxiong played against Wang Yilu and one of the players on court, Huang Dongping, 5 times. But 6 is a record.
Could have been even more had they not been split for those number of tournaments you mentioned.
Yes, that's true.
A bit of pressure from the start here on Jiang and Wei Yasin, as Huang and Feng chose to start on the near side of the court. That's the case. That has been the case for Jiang and Wei for the 2 matches that we've seen them, and they've lost that first game, so had sort of a game to start on before they really needed to produce their best play. I don't think that's the case here. I think they need to go from the start now, playing the better side, presumably better side.
Gosh, what a rally. And Wang Dongping absolutely solid in her defensive play. Look at that. So close, skimming the net. And immediately followed forward.
And I think we have an interesting match in front of us, because, I mean, obviously we have to take into account the head-to-heads. That's favoring Huang and Feng. But we also have to take into account the recent form in these playing conditions here. And I think actually that Jiang and Wei have played better than their opponents of today throughout the tournament. Feng and Huang Dongping, they've struggled a bit. They were lucky to secure a win against Go Sun-hwa and Shimon Lai in the group stage. They were down with 3 match points. And also struggled a little bit in the semi-final against Midorikawa and Natsu Saito in the opening stages. So I think it's very, very even.
I agree with you, but I think there's also something else we need to take into account, and that is playing on the big stage. Yes. Because Feng Yangzhe and Huang Dongping didn't play well in either the Badminton Asia Championships or the World Championships. The World Championships, they lost in the round of 32. Yep. And there has been question marks. They didn't perform in the Olympic Games.
All the last World Championships.
All the last World Championships. And this is a huge tournament for the players.
Yeah.
So I think that's also a question mark.
That's also a question mark, and that's perhaps where they can get a little bit of help if the head-to-head matchup has anything to say in this, that they know their opponents better.
Nice angle.
Ooh. That was a close one.
That may have been worth a challenge.
We should be able to challenge as well when we would like to see a replay as how close it was to the line.
Yeah. Yeah, but we always get it wrong.
Yeah. That's because we don't practice enough judging these shots. And we don't get to see if we were right here.
Oh, that's a perfect net shot. Brilliant. Wonderful touch.
And one of the things that are different for Jiang Zhenbang and Wei Yasin playing this match here is that the defensive capabilities on the other side of the court is stronger or more evenly dispatched than has been the case with the previous pairs they've met what I really mean to say in short is Huang Dongping is playing fantastic defense.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's going to be tougher converting good opportunities.
Yeah. Well intercepted. Well, here's a fun fact for you, Steen. Whichever pair wins today's final will become only the second mixed doubles pair to have won titles at all 4 levels, plus the World Tour finals.
In the
mixed doubles discipline.
And the World Tour era or the Open era?
No, in the World Tour era.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only previous pair to do that was Puavaranukro and Teiratanachai. Brilliant. Very, very careful not to put her racket over the net as she played that winner.
Interesting battle we're going to see at the net between Wei Yexin and Huang Dongping. I think Huang wanted Feng Yanjie to sort of back up there and overcover the mid-court area.
Oh, that's a nice shot. Too long.
He's really going for Huang Dongping in the attack. Jiang Jinbang. It's a little bit surprising to me.
Oof. Well, the line judge changed their mind there. Initially signalled in, then called it out. And so we've got our first challenge of today's final.
I saw that was short.
So in the end, you think the line judge made the right decision?
Yes.
It's always unsettling for the players, though, isn't it?
It is.
Indeed, it was short.
Usually they don't have that many occasions of action, the line judge on the service line and the middle line. So sometimes I guess they become a little bit confused when they have to make a call, and I think it caused a challenge for Wei and Jiang.
Yeah, they were taking quite a long time. Good umpiring.
way too short.
Oh, I think he's broken his strings. Feng Hangzhou.
Oh, he's got great control with that tension. All right. No, yeah. It was just a towel down he was going for.
Yeah, that sounded most peculiar off the strings.
There's been a couple of situations where we've mistaken the sound for a broken string throughout the tournament.
Probably best not flick him.
Do it a little bit better the next time.
Yeah. 2-point advantage for Feng Hangzhou and Wang Dongping at the mid-game interval of this opening game. Did you see that?
I didn't.
Yeah. Wang Dongping saying, move over. They're on a picnic.
Yeah, I was just about to say. Ready peeled orange.
Of course, there's no coaching staff involved because Yang Ming, Chinese mixed doubles coach, is very happily sitting in the crowd somewhere, I guess, watching this. (11-9) the advantage to Feng Hangzhou and Wang Dongping. Oh, that may have been going long. Wow.
He didn't really get any length on his diving lift there, Jiang.
Of course, Steen, there's another record up for grabs today for Wang Dongping, because she could become the first ever female mixed doubles player to win end-of-year championship titles with 2 different partners.
Yeah, she won with Wang Yilu in Guangzhou in 18, right?
That's right. Of course, we've had a male player do it, Chen Shiwei.
Yeah.
He's won with both Chen Qingcheng and Huang Yaxiong. And mentioning Huang Yaxiong, she's sitting just in front of us, working as a commentator for Chinese television.
And more importantly, she brought cakes for us.
She did.
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to tell anyone that.
Yeah. She immediately went up to be my favorite player.
They've just pulled away, haven't they?
Yeah.
4 straight points on the resumption of play after the mid-game interval.
And he's been serving really well, Feng Hangzhou. He had some problems in the group stage with his serves. He's landed in as well. Good control.
69.
That's another lovely, lovely serve. Oh, good angle.
He's not under any form of pressure from Hangzhou. I've seen some parts of some of the earlier matches where he was being chased from side to side. We don't see that at all here. One of the reasons, because Huang is covering really well for him, but it's a little bit surprising to me. Perhaps not actually, because we know that Wei Yashin would rather be at the front of the court than at the middle of the court, let alone the back of the court. So if they are going to chase him from side to side, then Jiang Jianbang will have to do a lot of work as well under pressure from the back court. He's covering a large area of the court.
Well, that was a run of 8 straight points, 1 before the mid-game interval and 7 on the resumption of play. And one senses that that is probably the decisive move within this opening game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's well judged. My goodness me.
19-10.
And one of the intriguing things about badminton is that we tend to think that, and then suddenly it's not, like we saw in the women's double yesterday, where Tan and Liu, they had a 15-8 lead in the third and ended up losing anyway.
Yeah.
That's what's so exciting.
Unbelievable. Super rally. Oh, that is absolutely fabulous. What a way to bring up game point opportunities. Yeah, that was clever. She was expecting the fast push. Just blocked it towards the centre of the court. Missed it. Defense. Brilliant. And the opening game, 21-12. 21-12 in 18 minutes in favour of the current world number ones, Feng and Wang Dongping. From 10-9, they absolutely pulled away. And confirmation of the scoreline, 21-12 in 18 minutes. So the players return to court for the start of this second game. The current world number ones, Feng and Huang Dongping. 1 game to the good. 21-12, the opening game in 18 minutes. Brilliant. Good start to the second game scene, and they need it.
They need it, and the question mark here is whether the side where they've struggled a little bit against other opponents is providing them some help, some needed help here against Feng and Huang. But I guess Feng and Huang realizes that they can push their center of attention forward.
Oh, that's beautiful. Read it early. And all it needed was that delicate little push. Ran out of patience.
You should have accepted a few of those orange wedges that Huang Dongping was offering him. I don't think I've ever seen a player eat oranges in the interval. I've seen lots of bananas, but I haven't seen oranges. What's going to be next? Is she going to bring an electric cooking plate and make a little pasta meal in the long intervals?
Well, like you did before commentary.
Yeah, exactly. Sort of merging.
Yeah, that's good play at the front of the court.
Merging 2 lines of entertainment, cooking classes and badminton. With Huang Dongping and friends.
Yeah, she rarely doesn't win when she starts intercepting at the front of the court.
Yeah, then you're in trouble. And she's just been able to give Feng so good working conditions here.
32 shots that last rally. We had a rally in the opening game of 31 shots. Oh, clash of rackets.
They have the initiative, then once in a while Feng and Huang, they're quite satisfied letting Feng stay at the net. Huang Dongping, with her previous women's doubles experiences, perfectly capable of taking care of the backcourt as long as they're in control of the rally. The 2 in red.
Yes, Huang Dongping has been in 9 women's doubles finals on the international tour.
With several different partners, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
And I think we ought to make mention, by my calculation, and you know my maths is a bit dubious, I think it's her 70th career final today, Huang Dongping. That's amazing, isn't it?
That is. And the thing is, I mean, she's played a considerable part of her career being a contemporary of perhaps the greatest mixed doubles that's ever played, Jiang Wei and Huang.
Yeah.
So she could perhaps reach even more finals had she been more sort of like alone in the top.
Well, you said at the start, Steen, that you thought it would be an interesting battle between the two female players at the back of the court. That hasn't really materialised.
At the front court. No,
yes,
it hasn't materialised.
At the front court, sorry, beg your pardon. Yeah, it hasn't materialised. They're keeping Wei Yaxin away from the front court area.
Yeah. She's not.
My goodness me. That is just phenomenal.
She's not getting the opportunities, and if she's playing at the front court area, she's often playing from a little bit of a defensive position where you can't really challenge. You can challenge a lot, but probably not Huang Dongping. That's not a good idea.
I think it is very important for Jiang and Wei to keep the scores tight. They cannot afford to do what they did in the opening game, which was allow their opponents a run of points. What a return of serve.
An acknowledgement from Feng. And also the awareness that that spinning top of the tape net shot, that's not enough. You've got to cover the next one as well.
That's amazing defense.
Good shot.
Super angle.
Yes. And I think that's going to be important for Jiang Jinbang when he gets these chances, that he mixes it up and doesn't fire full power on the first smash all the time. I would actually say very rarely he should fire full power. He should see if he can get himself into a better position. Also, given what we know from Professor Collet's studies into the physics of the badminton shuttle, that every centimeter, but every meter you can gain from the backcourt is going to increase the pace or the speed that the opponents are facing in the defense.
Yeah.
So it's important to make your way forward when you're facing strong defensive play from the opponents.
And we've talked all week, haven't we, about Jiang Jinbang's angle of attack.
Yes.
Must persevere with that in this match. Oh, that's nice. And the back level. Oh, he's missed it.
I think that's one of the problems for Jiang Wei's defense. Now they won this one, but she can't. She can't get it all the way back across, so they can't really put pressure on Feng Yanjie. If you place it short, then Huang Dongping is there playing really strong follow-ups. But it's a good one, good little run of points they're putting together here.
6 of the last 7 points.
Yeah.
What a super rally. And I think that Jiang and Wei Sin are growing in confidence. They're really making their way back into this match. Seven of the last 8 points now. .39 shots. It didn't say longest rally. I wonder what the longest rally is then.
Yeah.
.45 shots is the longest rally so far, Steen. I've been reliably informed. Yeah. Oh my goodness! I don't believe it. How did she get those first 2 back? But in the end, to no avail. And it is Jiang and Wei Sin who have the advantage at the mid-game interval here in the second game. A 3-point advantage. What a match this is turning out to be. Super badminton. .36 down to 11-8 up. This is a really good spell by Jiang and Wei Sin. I bet they wish they hadn't had the mid-game interval. Keep the momentum going.
Yeah, it started with the service error from Feng at 6-3.
Missed it. You know what we were discussing at the start of this match, Steen? About playing on the bigger stage, the big occasion. And with $3 million US in prize money, this is the biggest prize purse in the history of the sport.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Isn't it?
Good development.
Yeah.
I think the 4-year deal for this World Tour Finals was set to increase year by year, so it's going to be even larger next year. Wait, it's a couple of uncommon mistakes by Huang first. That third shot on the flick reply from Wei Yaxin, and now this one.
Super. Well, at 6'5", I guess you can create angles like that.
And that's perfect placement.
Isn't it? They simply cannot afford to lift like that. No. Jiang Bang and Wei Yaxin.
And that's because he's cautious of the drift, so he has to make sure it doesn't go long.
Yeah, but that was barely half court.
Exactly.
Going wide. He watched it carefully all the way.
30-40.
Three relatively easy points for Feng and Huang.
That's a better lift.
Boy, that was fantastic play by Wei Yaxin.
Unbelievable. To have that control and that tightness of net shot when Wang Dongping is standing there.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Brilliant.
Super play.
Magnificent.
Really love to see that full rally and replay how Jiang and Wei sort of pinned the fast-paced shots to Feng Yanjie and played the fast-paced shot to the middle of where Feng Yanjie was sort of pinned to that line, then played it soft to the side, so they got on the attack, attacked Wang Dongping, and Wei Yaxin was able to get involved. It was not just one shot, that was sort of like 4 or 5 shots that was stringed together.
That's gone well wide. And look where it landed too, Steen. That's a half-court lift.
Yeah.
60.
Unfolded his long arm there from Yanjie.
So back level. This is a very, very important rally.
Blocked by Feng.
Look at the pace of this. This is extraordinary. Yeah. Both Feng and Huang Dongping down on the floor, but certainly not out. I don't know if you noticed at the end of the rally too, Steen, when Jiang made the error, hit the shuttle into the net, Wei Yaxin gave a little stamp of disappointment.
Yeah.
She sensed, as I did, how important it was. Look at that.
And they had the chance.
Yeah. So on a run of 4 straight points, Feng Yanxue and Huang Dongping into the lead. Super. That's the second smash in this second game, straight down the middle from Feng Yanxue. That's been an outright winner.
He's played a fantastic final so far, Feng Yanxue. Best match in the tournament.
Well, their run of points comes to an end at 5. But those 5 points from 13-16 down has put a different complexion on this second game now. Vital for Jiang and Wei. Yeah. Two-point advantage and 2 points away from a first World Tour Finals title as a combination. Well reached. One point away from becoming the 5th different pair from China to win the mixed doubles title at the Super Series or World Tour Finals. 1 point away from Huang Dongping becoming the first female player to win this mixed doubles title with 2 different partners. Always missed it. It was such a good idea. And look at the delight from Huang Dongping. Wins her 38th career title when playing in her 70th career final. A second at the World Tour Finals after winning with Wang Yilu 7 years ago. Well, Steen, it was a very good performance today, but you have to say the whole year of this pair has been outstanding.
They have been outstanding, except for the Asian Championships and the World Championships.
Yes. "45 minutes for their victory, 21-12, 21-17. And for the winners, an 8th title of the year. Confirmation of that scoreline, 21-12, 21-18. 45 minutes of brilliant badminton. Four titles from 5 finals in their last 5 tournaments played.
Yeah, when was the last time they lost a match?
The Arctic Open.
Arctic Open.
3 tournaments ago.
2.
To their opponents
Yeah.
of today. Yeah, look at the delight.
And especially since they didn't qualify last year as number 2 on the ranking list, but because Jiang and Huang won the Olympic gold medal, they got in. So basically China had number 1, 2, and 3 last year.
Yeah. Look at the joy. Delight for one pair, disappointment for the other. That's the harsh reality of sport. It really is lovely, Steen, to see how much this event means to the players. I mean, unreserved joy there from Wang Dongping.
Yeah. I think she felt something in her back in the opening of the second game. Smile, Jill, smile.
I'm on the giant screen. I need a picture of myself. Well, we will have the prize presentation in just a moment, and just to remind you, of course, that the winners of the mixed doubles will take home $252,000 US. And the beaten finalists, 120,000.
That's a huge development. I can recall when I was coaching, the entire prize money at the All England Championships was $250,000.
Well, you're just a youngster, you see, because
Yeah.
I can remember playing the All England when there was great excitement. There was $100,000 US prize money.
Yeah, that's true. Good development
Yeah,
for badminton.
it's fabulous. Badminton is going places. I think we ought to make mention before the prize presentation, Steen, of Midorikawa and Saito, who reached the semi-final. They're going their separate ways after this tournament.
They are. What a way to finish and really put pressure on Feng and Huang Dongping yesterday in the semi-final.
Yeah, so the third game
until the third game
was rather comfortable, 21-9 for the now champions.
Yeah, they were a little bit surprise entries into the semi-finals, in my opinion, but did super well. And it's going to be interesting to see what they can do for Japan in the mixed doubles. They've been a little bit, this pair have popped up, but they've also been, in my opinion, a little bit low in terms of the championships and medals since Higashino and now Igarashi and Watanabe decided to quit. Now maybe they can sort of merge these 2 players into 2 new good pairs that can challenge each other, and Watanabe is still around with a new young partner. It's all going to be exciting to see.
It certainly will be. Also, I think I want to make mention of Tom Jikel and Delphine Delroux, only European pair in any of the 3 doubles. They did well. Obviously, from your point of view, I'm sure as a Dane you'll be disappointed that I think it was only the 3rd time in the history of this event no Danish pairs in any of the doubles.
Yeah, there were no really chance of qualifying a Danish pair. Mathias Christiansen and Alexander Boyer came in late in the season, became eligible again and did really well, but I think Europe in general needs to step up their game in at least 4 of the disciplines. Men's singles looks good due to France.
Yeah. I wouldn't disagree with that, but it's not something that's just going to happen overnight. With Europe being able to challenge these very best players in the world. So the players come forward for the start imminently of the prize presentation. He's a giant of a man, isn't he? Look at him.
There must be something about the camera angle, because I mean, Jiang he's not a short guy.
女士们、先生们，2025汇丰世界羽联世界巡回赛总决赛混合双打颁奖仪式现在开始。
Ladies and gentlemen, the award ceremony of the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals 2025 Mixed Doubles now begins.
有请获奖运动员、颁奖嘉宾入场。
Please welcome the players and presenters. 获得混合双打亚军的是中国蒋振邦、魏雅欣。 The runner-up mixed doubles, Jiang Zhenbang, Wei Yaxin from China.
Jiang and Wei Yaxin.
获得2025汇丰世界羽联世界巡回赛总决赛混合双打冠军的运动员是中国冯彦哲、黄东平。
Feng and Huang a first ever World Tour Finals title as a combination, but a 20th World Tour title in total.
为获奖运动员颁发奖牌。
To present the medals, please welcome Mr. Zhang Jun, President of Chinese Badminton Association.
With this World Tour Finals title, they become the second pair in World Tour history in the mixed doubles discipline to win at all 4 levels of World Tour events plus the
有请
World
世界羽
Tour
毛球联
Finals
合会
title.
亚洲副主席加森康苏先生为获奖运动员颁发奖杯。
To present the trophies, please welcome Mr. Jason Kanso, Vice President of Badminton World Federation Asia.
有请杭州市萧山区人民政府常务副区长施科奇先生为获奖运动员颁发吉祥物。
To present the mascots, please welcome Mr. Shi Keqi, Executive Deputy District Mayor of Shaoshan District People's Government, Hangzhou.
有请贵州赖毛酒业有限公司董事长罗元地先生为获奖运动员颁发奖金。
To present the prize money, please welcome Mr. Luo Yuandi, Chairman of Guizhou Laimao Wine Industry Co. Limited.
请颁奖嘉宾和获奖运动员合影留念。
Time for a group photo with the recipients and presenters.
恭 感谢颁奖嘉宾。
Thanks to the presenters.
请运动员合影。
A group photo of the medalists.
Well-deserved title for Feng and Huang.
接下来是冠军专属时刻。
Now is the champion's moment.
Gotta have the selfie too. Doubles, and Yuki Fukushima and Mayu Matsumoto of Japan, they've both been in the final here before with previous partners, but this year they will be up against the defending champions, the winners from last year, Baek Na and Lee So-hee of Korea. Welcome back to Hangzhou, where at the beginning of the week we had the gala dinner, where all the players got dressed up, and it was a wonderful occasion. And the Player of the Year awards were handed out, as well as a wonderful social evening for all of the players. Well, our next final is women's doubles, and it features Yuki Fukushima and Mayu Matsumoto, both of them in a second final, but the first time as a pair, up against last year's champions Baek Na and Lee So-hee in a record-equaling third consecutive final.